कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता deals with the whole human journey or human life in its totality. It deals with macro aspect of human life. In the same time, it deals with micro aspects of human journey. That is how it projects the whole human life. In our human journey, the main thing is cooperation. We live together. We live in collaboration. When we human beings live in collaboration, reciprocally, mutually, helping, compensating, that very structure, cooperative structure, is called samaja. Samaja is one word. Another word, it is samaja. There are two words. In Sanskrit etymology, it is to be examined. Samaja is that where human beings live in cooperation. Samaja is that structure where animals fight each other. There will be always fighting. Pull-push type of tendency. That is called samaja. Pashunam samajonyesham samajotha sadharminam. That is how Amarakoshagara puts it in his Amarakosha. Wonderful encyclopedia, verbal encyclopedia in Sanskritam. We don't want the samaja where so much jealousy will be dancing, so much ego will be haunting, so much lust, anger will be dominating. That type of society is called samaja. We don't want. We want samaja, where yoga brings everyone together. That is the real yoga of Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita says, Devan bhavayatanena te devaha bhavayantu vaha parasparam bhavayantaha shreyaha param avapsyatha. Wonderful formula for cooperative movement Krishna puts forth in this sloka. The first Saturday of this July month is declared to be a day for International Day for Cooperatives, cooperative movements. You know, now we have cooperative movements, societies, cooperative societies that will take care of minimum requirements of that particular society. That is how people share there. That type of cooperative movement, it is a movement. It is very essential for coexistence of particular society. Our Vedas and Shastras say not only cooperative movement in money transactions or in cooperative commodity exchanges and all these things, but even that must be exchanged for sharing and caring, happiness and sorrow. Everywhere there must be sharing and caring. It is not only among human beings coming from different nations. It is there. For that we have UNO, many world bodies we have, UNESCO like that. This is also a wonderful world body, our Prashanti Kutiram, where people come from different ethnic identities, but they live together. Emotionally, they are integrated. There is no place for cacophony. Every part of the globe got its own cultural moorings that is to be respected. Europe got its own cultural moorings. Africa got its own cultural moorings. American Red Indians, they got their own. Middle part of America, Mexico, Maya, they have their own cultural moorings. That is how it is there. That with that only we come closer. Identifying our own cultural distinctness, we become one with all other ethnic groups. That is how this cooperative movement, emotional cooperative movement must exist in a healthy society. Krishna says it is not only cooperative movement among all these different groups with different nationality, with different ethnical identity and all so on and so forth. But even there must be cooperation between gods and human beings. That is what he says. Devan bhavayata nena. So whatever puja you offer, whatever yajna you perform, with that you are helping those gods. They have no this earth body, they have their energetic body. So they want nourishment. For that body, nourishment is different. They don't take food as we eat chapati, anna, etc. They only take that smoke, energy part of that. That is their food. So that by offering all those medicinal plants, whatever yajnas we perform, whatever naivedyam we offer, whatever rathayatra or whatever puja we perform, all that will be a cumulative effect for their nourishment. That is how they are nourished. In return, after having taken so much nourishment from earth, from human beings, they also start pouring water. That is how plants are nourished. That is how crops are grown. Then we take sufficient quantity of food. Again we offer pujas and yajnas. Again they will be satisfied. Devan bhavayatanena te devaha bhavayantuvaha. Parasparam bhavayantu. Reciprocally. That is how this cooperative movement between human beings and gods permanently going on. That is why this eco-balance it is maintained. That is what Krishna says. See how beautiful concept of eco-balance it is. So offering yajna, offering puja is our duty. Very inevitable duty. We have to do. If we don't do, we become selfish. Because they will be expecting our whole humanity to offer these things to them. They are in the celestial conditions. They are in the energetic form. They will be in the so-called atmosphere and so many other spheres at sky. We are here with earth body. That is why we have many special capacities. So we with this body perform yajna. We with this body pull our chariot Jagannatha Ratha and offer puja Shodashopachara. Offer Mangalarati to Balabhadra, Subhadra and Jagannatha. All these things we can do. We have to do. That type of body nature gave to us. So with this earth body, we have to do yajna, we have to offer puja, we have to conduct Ratha Yatra. So with all these auspicious activities, we make those divine bodies, 33 gods, pleased, nourished. In return, they make us very happy. That is how this exchange must take place. This particular balance is broken in this so-called modern world. We have become so selfish that we just simply rush behind our own gadgets, our own laptops, our own mobiles, our own these things. So in this rush, we forget this nature, Mother Nature, her needs. This is what happening. So we are not making that duty properly, so that gods are not nourished. They are not nourished, so that we are perishing. If we are not nourishing them, certainly it is perishing. That is how this modern problem we are facing. So cooperative movement, it is like this. In that sense also we have to bring in our life. So while offering puja, while performing yajna in Prashanti Kutiram, we all sadhakas must have this wonderful spiritual background and scientific insight. This is the real scientific insight. We are not just human beings here in this creation. There are many unseen bodies, unseen factors, X factors. We neglected them. We have become only earth eye center. Whatever is visible to our poor eye, that is Satyam. That is the only truth. No. Unseen force, unseen world is more powerful than this so-called seen world. This understanding we have to cultivate. Otherwise it is very difficult. Human journey have become so miserable now. We have problems. No water pouring, no timely rain. Everywhere it is so much hahakara taking place around. Now we have to go for all these pujas and yajnas with this insight, not for just hue and cry, not for noisy, showy something. Puja is that one. I remember that day when I was there in Jagannath Puri, our own friends, past students of this university took me there around. I got that darshana of Jagannatha. Not only that, another darshana is that wonderful cooperative movement taking place, making that Jagannatha as the main spiritual center. How that food is prepared, how those parts are prepared, how cooperatively all those activities of temple is conducted. It was a great surprise for me. Every day some man from some traditional family climbs that height, Shikhara, and goes there and makes that flag, very big one, hoisted. Every day that duty has to be conducted. I could transact, I could communicate with that family. I went to that family or that concerned persons who are making that flag hoisted every day, climbing that much height. He was explaining his experiences to me. So ever memorable. And that man who does that punya karya without any break, every day, daily, he gave that prasada of that pataka. Pataka prasada. I got it. Still I maintain my residential room. Jagannatha Chitram is there and that flag also I got. That prasada, pataka prasada still I remember. So every temple got its own tradition, its own social relevance. These are all wonderful things, plus point, positive phases of our religion. Another negative phase is also there that I don't want to remember now. These are all positive. All these auspicious activities make us, our mind sublimated. That is how we will be performing punya karya. Impact of that punya karya must be there. Now we have to depend upon divine grace only. It is not in our hands. The whole country it is in trouble. No timely raining. That is why our GDP is coming down and down. It is not that just a political change cannot do anything. It is that mother's grace, Prakriti Mata ka Ashirvad. Uske siva kuch nahi hoga. We must go for that one. So with this insight, let us perform everything. So this is called cooperative. That cooperative movement I could see in Jagannatha, the temple, puja performance, all duties, how cooperatively they do. This type of cooperative movement we can see in all mathas, in all devata sthanas, in all temples. That is what holding together this society in spite of so many drawbacks, so many inbuilt weaknesses of the society. This is yoga. Cooperative movement, Parasparam Sahayoga, that itself is great yoga. That yoga also properly projected by Krishna in this particular shloka. Devan bhavayata nina te devaha bhavayantuvaha parasparam bhavayantaha param shreyaha avapsyata. It will lead us to that culmination of success. Om Tat Sat.